just sit here and talk about myself. It's so weird. But at the same time, I want to share me. Isn't that so annoying? I'm so annoying. Um, I want to post this video first versus the first one that I made. And I just want to talk and see if I'm so predictable. And I want to see who can guess my zodiac. Okay, so I'm gonna read something that I wrote, randomly texted to myself. Okay. It says, I fell into a place where I didn't see me and all that I had done. All the good shit I put out, took in, breathed in. How sticky my heart was, all the love I had for things and places, and what was and used to be. Desires for new things, new spaces to fill. So I think this is just me venting a little bit, where I'm like, I guess kind of giving myself credit for everything that I wasn't seeing about me at that time. Whenever I wrote this, when was this? This was in April. I guess I was just like in a weird spot. You know what I mean? I guess I had just kind of got down on myself, and I'm just like, why the fuck are you down on yourself? Like, recognize. I fell into a place where I didn't see me and all that I had done. Dude, I'm like the worst person to like stop and take credit for the things that I've accomplished and achieved. It's so hard for me to be satiated with anything. It's just like, if I do something, I want to do more and more and more. It's like on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. You know what I mean? And it's just like, my mom would always tell me this, that I would just spin and spin and spin, and I wouldn't see everything that's going on around me. And it's just like, good Lord, she does know me. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, I have such a habit of that, to where it's just like, literally anything, just reading like articles. I want y'all to guess my zodiac, about my sign. And I'm just like, damn, like, I am like this. Like, I do this. I do think this way. I do have this demeanor. You know what I mean? And it's just like, anything for that, like, self-recognition. It's like, why is it so much easier for us to define ourselves from the outside versus the inside? You know what I mean? Like, why can't I just sit me down and think about me? You know what I mean? Because I guess it's just like, whenever you're just being who you are and doing what you do and how you do it, I guess we don't just stop and think like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, we're not self-recognition. It's just like, sometimes I'll just sit down and I'll just be like, man, like, that one thing I said that one time, that was really fucking funny. You know what I mean? Or just like, wow, like, the way I represented myself in this conversation about this, like, that was really dope. You know what I mean? I feel like we don't take enough time to appreciate ourselves. And we're so dead set on looking for validation of ourselves through the eyes, ears, and minds of other people. And I just feel like, why do we do this? Like, I do it. Like, why? Like, why do we do that, though? Why is it so easy for us to just defined from the outside versus the inside? But I guess at the same time, all we're doing throughout our day, it's like we're like a projector system. We're just like, we just are being who we are, and we're projecting that. You know what I mean? So I guess that's how it would be easier to see it from the outside, because like, we're a lot of output versus input. You know what I mean? I guess input would be like the more intimate side of it. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of books you like to read, like what kind of music you like to listen to, you know, stuff like that. So, I mean, I guess I could get it. I guess it makes sense. You know what I mean? It's just like, we're just wrapped up in this world all together. You know what I mean? What is it? Two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl. So, yeah. I mean, okay. I'm understanding. I get it. Where's my iced coffee? Damn it. So, yeah. Who else thinks that way? Feels that way? What else does it say? all the things I had love for and places and what was and used to be, desires for new things and new spaces to fill. I mean, I guess so. I feel like, damn, and you know what? I really thought that I was the type of person who would like stopped and smelled the roses. You know what I mean? But shit, I guess I'm just not that great at it. Even though I feel like I do have a good sense of like self awareness. I don't know. I don't want to say self recognition again. But it's just like, yeah, like I get it. Like who else just wakes up in the morning sometimes and you're just like who am I today? You know what I mean? Like who else feels that way? It's just like I don't know, I guess just like life in general, like every second of every minute of every hour of every day of every month of every year. You know what I mean? It's just a chance to recreate ourselves and a chance to grow. Like we're just an outline of who we are. You know what I mean? And it's just like within that outline, it's like we're constantly adding things and taking things out. You know what I mean? I believe life should be written through a pencil. You know what I mean? It's like nothing has to be permanent. You know, it's like you can always erase and add things in, take things out. Like I feel like that's why it's always been so hard for me to live my life in this way to where it's just like, okay, like we're just going to go through the alphabet. Like A leads to B, leads to C, leads to D, and this is how we get to all the way to the end to Z. You know what I mean? Like I've never been like that, you know? It's like, let's jump from A to F and see how that feels. And if we don't like it, then we can go back to D and then fly to E. And, you know, well, A, B, C, D, E. Well, E would be right next to D, wouldn't it? But you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I just feel like in general, there's a lot of ways that I could put this thought upside down, but I just feel like there's no right and wrong way to live life. You know what I mean? It's just like we're all here. Nobody knows what we're doing. There's not a manual. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like some of us are going to land out good. Some of us, you know, not so much. It's like, what is it? Like, there's general temptations of drugs, murder, and prison, I guess. But, you know, it's just, I'm curious. I'm going to say that a lot in all my videos. I am curious. I want absorption. I want to know about y'all. I want to know about everybody else. I want to know where I meet you. You know what I mean? I want to know just how other people think about things. You know what I mean? Just like general thought processes, like A, B, you know, train. You know, I just feel like everybody has so much to them, like so more than we would normally share. I feel like some people are blessed enough to have like those really good friends that you can just let in all the like dark places, you know what I mean, inside of you, like share things that you wouldn't like normally share. But at the same time, I also feel like some people are like more open to relationships that way than others are. Like I know my younger sister, like she's like such a rad little personality, and it's just like if you knew her from the outside, it's just like she has her own self, She has her own sense of style, like the way that she dresses, she's just like very original and like outside of the box, and things that she likes and things that she doesn't, and she's very sure of herself in that sense. But on a like more personal note, she kind of sometimes like doubts like what she has to share and offer people like friendship wise, you know what I mean? So it's just like we all have our little niches. You know what I mean? Like me, I dress in what I think is cute. I mean, I feel like that's what everybody does, you know what I mean? Some of us a better than others, but it's just like me, like personality wise, like I know that I have a lot to offer as a person, like personality wise. I have a lot of input. I have a lot of opinion, you know what I mean, and I'm not afraid to speak it. So, I my little thingy about friends is I'd rather have 4 quarters to 100 pennies. You know what I mean? Like, who needs 1 cent when they can have 25 cents? You know, and fuck it, if you get one good dollar, more power to you. But yeah, I just feel like onto a different subject. Good friends are hard to find, and I don't feel like it should be that way. You know what I mean? I have like some people in my life that I've been friends with for years and years and years and years, like since I was younger. You know what I mean? Like kid status, kindergarten status. I have like friends that I've still kept up with since like intermediate. I have friends that I've still kept up with since middle school, you know what I mean, and so on and so forth. But it's just like, as far as like day to day interaction, I just feel like it's hard to take people with you. You know what I mean? Just because like what I was saying earlier, like life is just so what's that word I'm looking for? When you don't know what's gonna happen. Life is so not surprising. Oh my gosh, this is gonna drive me crazy. It's on the tip of my tongue. Life is so what? What is that word? Oh my gosh. Anyways, I can't think of it. You know what I'm thinking about it. Can you put that in the comment box for me? Unpredictable! Life is so unpredictable, you guys. I'm playing with my hair bow. I don't know where my thought train's trying to go right now, but yeah.